joining. Really appreciate it. We have a lovely crowd here. Thank you very much. This event is only happening because you are here, and also because of Looker team being here. It's a lovely weather. It's going to be a lovely day. So let's start. Today we'll be presenting analytics like never before. This is a collaboration between Looker team and Pegasus. I would like to thank you all for coming. These are the companies that have registered for the event. So hopefully more are coming right now. We have a very good crowd. So let me just ask, can I see the raise of hand for the teams from maybe General Electric? Okay, we have a couple here. Let me ask about people from Utlub team. Yes, we have a couple here. Also, let me ask about the tag organization. Here, Bavaria system. Perfect, perfect. Savola. Here we have L'Oreal. I'm just trying to do that for people to get recognized on each other, so it will be good during the event. CIB. Awesome. Secure Masr. There you go. Winfi. Yes, awesome. Two of them. Ultravision. Perfect. Orascom Construction. Awesome. So we have a lovely crowd. I think the rest of the team will get to know each other during the coming period. Thank you again on behalf of Looker and Pegasus team. This is our agenda for today. We will start with thank you for coming on the registration time. We will start the opening presentation. We are spot on time. We will share opening presentations and customer case studies. Then we will have like a short break, and then we'll go for the very interesting part where we can see the customer use cases. We can see both business users and how to use analytics, and also how technical team can use analytics. Looker is one of kind platform that seriously enables people. When we were choosing which company that we should be working with, Looker was the first one by far. So you will experience this today, so stay tuned until we have after the second break, and this introduction will definitely help a lot. We have a closing session for questions and answers if you have anything that we discuss later on, and then definitely we'll have our networking after we see what is happening. The event should be quick but yet very focused and hopefully very helpful, and we will end the event around 1 o'clock. So before we start, just to get you accustomed what we are going to do, we would like to share some quick facts to enable our discussion and trigger how we are going to have our mindset for today. So this is the first one. It's an article from The Economist, the intelligence unit, which is basically showing each and every single company how it's going to be improving its initiatives and the bottom line in general. The first one is always the business process improvement, and it represents like 77%. So if you work on your process, definitely you are going to gain a lot. Definitely you are going to enhance and go from there. The initiative's primary drivers are competitive pressure, profitability, and we have a lot more in Egypt, but definitely if you work on the process, this will help. By the way, 85% of the companies cited that process improvement is the key to have this. This is the first fact that we have, and as you can see, we're just starting its digital data generation journey. We are just here. So expect what is happening. As Reuters and Oracle have said, we will be compounding increase by 40 to 45% until 2022. So we are just starting to generate more data. We are starting to learn even how to use data, and this is how we enable you through Pegasus and Looker team. The second part is right now, by end of 2017, people using only App Store, we are not talking yet Google Play, have generated more than 86 billion US dollars. So you can imagine the applications, how people are using it, how each and every single product available or service available with the digitization effort is generating money for others. This revenue stream did not exist a few years ago, and it started only on 2008. So basically, with these simple facts and with this dynamics in the market,
we just can see that if you have a product or a service, if you can manage your process internally and externally, definitely if you have the right KPIs, performance parameters, and proactively dynamic to changes, and then you definitely are using this amount of data correctly, you will realize money. And that's why we founded Pegasus-OE. Pegasus is a Pegasus Operational Excellence Solutions, and we build the whole thing regarding that. But anyone is familiar with the name Pegasus to start with? Anyone knows Pegasus? What's Pegasus? Perfect. You told almost the full thing about it. So this is Pegasus. It has abilities to fly. It was first mentioned almost 700 BC. It's a mythological origin. It's Greece. However, it's almost supporting gears. You can see it with any here. You can see it with Hercules. You can see it with all these stuff. But it's mythological. Our Pegasus is a little bit different. However, it have abilities to provide full implementation, sustained operational excellence solution in different fields. We started 2016 in Egypt. We have a practical origin, not a mythological origin, because we have experienced business leaders technically, they have hand-on experience with good capability and background in the global and multinational companies, yet we still support you because you are the heroes of today. Basically, we do consultation, implementation, operational excellence solutions, digitization, integration, big data analytics, and visualization. And this is a part where Looker is helping us a lot in. We do performance and process optimization, cost-saving solutions. All of this because, seriously, business is no longer as usual. It's always good organization adapt. However, great organizations always prepare. And by having the right tools, right process, right performance, you will definitely be prepared to succeed. We are actually working with a couple of partners, but today is all about Looker. Looker is enabling us in Africa and Middle East, and we will know a lot about it. As we always say in Pegasus, if you don't measure, you cannot manage, you cannot control, you cannot improve, and definitely you are losing money. And we might be counting this money, but actually, if you have the right process, you will see that there are lots of money that is not realized, that we are losing it. This has been said more than 100 times, and you can see Peter Songard, VP from Gartner 2011, said that information is the oil of the 21st century, analytics is the combustion engine. So actually we are seeing a huge peak now on using analytics. Also Virginia Ramati from IBM CEO said, if you want to think about data as the next natural resources. So we are just discovering this natural resources and we are actually using it quite well. Imagine this is 2011, 2013. So we are around 2018. So we're a little bit late here in Egypt, but I think with Looker help, we'll do great. This is another thing from Harvard Business Review, Fortune 1000 executive report using big data. You can see that almost 50% decrease their expenses. Almost like 40 other percent is having new innovative avenues, launching new products, and so on. Everybody have started almost, you can see that almost like 80% have started using data analytics. Most of them are on the started and seen value. Lots of people have started but not seen value, yet the not started are quite low. And this is the 1,000 Fortune companies. So we need to be there at a given point of time. We're really happy to be working with Looker on this. If you check the information, and today we'll show you more information about Looker, basically it got the fastest implementation award by G2 Crowd. So you can imagine we can start up a platform. I don't want to say a time, but please can you allow me to say that? But seriously, you can start in few weeks. It's not months. It's not at any given point of time the duration that you always hear about. So we can start even in days if we want, but depends on the situation itself. But yes, we are the fastest implementation and nobody can beat us on this. We are also available on Gartner and Forrester, and you might want to check the Gartner peer review because we are the quite highest number there from recommendations by people, from also the rating and grading. So if you check Gartner, please go to Gartner peer review and see it there. Returning back to Pegasus team, these are the founding partners, and as you can see, we have been working and doing this by our own for some time, and actually we have more than 18 other professionals working with us, and that So basically, how Pegasus can enable you with this. If you have the right process, if you combine it with your KPIs and PIs just to generate the key drivers and performance parameters, if you make everything mesh together the KPI and you have the standard and system benchmark, we follow Six Sigma methodology by defining, measuring, analyzing, and improving the system to control and sustain it. Definitely you will succeed and realize money. And this is how Looker is helping us. We use Looker on throughout all the process of us. We can do this easily. Let's see this video just to understand big data a little bit more.
Big data, analytics. We've all heard the buzzwords, but what do they really mean? And how can they help your business? Let's start with definitions. Big data refers to the vast volumes and types of information that companies can now collect and process using increasingly high-tech systems. This comes from both internal sources within your company and external ones, customers, suppliers, and the broader market. It is both structured, such as customer purchase data from retail stores, and unstructured, such as internet search results, though all data has to be put into structured formats to be analyzed. Analytics is the use of math and statistics to derive meaning from data in order to make better business decisions. There are three kinds of analytics. Some are descriptive, for example, dashboards, scorecards, and alerts. They tell you what happened in the past, but not why it happened or what might change. Predictive analytics are more useful. They use past data to model future outcomes, perhaps indicating how customers will respond to a marketing promotion or how sales will be affected by certain market conditions. Even better are prescriptive analytics, which use techniques like optimization or A/B testing to advise managers and workers on how best to do their jobs. They might tell a TV salesman the right discount to offer, a web designer which type of ad will elicit more clicks, or a truck driver where to stop for gas. When you combine big data with effective analytics, you have what Babson College professor Tom Davenport believes to be a key competitive advantage for organizations today. What capabilities does your organization need to succeed? One approach is the Delta model. Data that is clean, accessible, and often unique to your company. An enterprise-wide focus, with key data systems and analytics resources available to the whole firm, not just isolated teams. Leaders at all levels that promote a data and analytics-driven culture, targets for key business areas that could benefit from this approach, and talented analysts to execute the strategy. In a complex and dynamic business environment, big data and smart analytics are more than buzzwords. They're an important way to improve decision-making and ensure that your company is a step ahead of its competitors.
Let me introduce you now to our Looker team. We are so privileged to have them here, and we think that definitely they will help us a lot during the coming period. Mrs. Megan Hervé, Mr. Sebastian Fabry, and Mr. Brant Osborne, they are all here to help you out and actually understand more about your business, and also to see use cases, real ones that have happened, and we'll take it from there. I'll leave it up. I'll leave you now with the safe hands of the team. So please, let's welcome them, please, for coming here. Okay.